Hey there, it's Claire. In today's video, I'll be teaching you 3 of my super easy and healthy meals that I make all the time as a college kiddo. I'm definitely not an amazing chef, I just eat to survive and I just throw things together. I usually don't make anything that takes longer than 15-ish minutes to put together. I also don't use that many ingredients because I'm pretty lazy. But hopefully you guys can draw some inspiration from these recipes and maybe try some for yourselves. Alright, now let's get on with the video. Since I wake up super late, the concept of a breakfast is quite foreign to me. But on days I do want to eat breakfast or have a light first meal, these spinach quote-unquote omelettes are what I eat for breakfast. They're enough to kickstart my day and are also super easy and healthy, only use one pan, and hopefully constitutes a recipe. Start off by heating up a pan to medium heat. Small pans work the best because then you can automatically get a circle shape with your eggs. I'm coating the pan with some butter since it tastes better, but you can use olive oil or any neutral tasting cooking oil. Once the pan is hot, I crack in 2 eggs, keeping them very close to each other and almost on top of each other. You want to make sure that the egg whites are touching each other. The end goal is to be able to fold one egg on top of the other like a taco. Then I cover the eggs with a lid so they steam and cook faster, and then I wait until the eggs are mostly set. I grab a big handful of spinach and then I place it on top of my eggs, and then I cover the eggs in the spinach again. You can go crazy with the amount of spinach because if you've ever cooked with spinach, you know that spinach shrinks like crazy. God, that is hard to say. Spinach shrinks. Anyways, once the spinach wilts, which takes about a minute or 2, you can turn off the fire and put on your desired seasonings. Then for assembly, what you're going to do is fold the eggs on top of each other like a taco, and then you are done! I also microwave some sausages I got from Target for some extra protein and flavors. Also, I apologize for my nails. I always seem to just have a few nails done in every single one of my videos. And that is my extremely simple spinach omelet that I have made very many times. Next up is fried tofu. If you watch my vlog, A Realistic Week in My Life, you know that I love my tofu, and this is something I cook often. The trick for fried tofu that's golden brown on the outside and soft and warm on the inside is to make sure you pat your tofu dry before you fry it, and to also use firm tofu so it won't fall apart. You'll also need 1 tablespoon of soy sauce, chili sauce, and also broccoli. Drain your tofu water completely in the sink because you want it nice and dry. What I did was I cut a slit in the plastic packaging and then I just drained it. Then you cut your tofu into fourths, line up some paper towels, and pat your tofu dry by gently pressing the tofu to absorb the water. Then cut the tofu into cubes and repeat the paper towel drying process until the outside of your tofu pieces are mostly dry. You can also add cornstarch to crisp it up even more. Now we're gonna start cooking! Heat up your pan to medium-high heat, coat it with oil, and wait for it to become hot so the tofu will sizzle when it hits the pan. Then dump your tofu into the pan and arrange it in one layer so that all your tofu pieces are touching the bottom of the pan. Then make sure you don't touch anything and wait for just 4 to 5 minutes. During this time, I like to prepare my veggies. I got these broccoli and cauliflower bags from Trader Joe's and they are a godsend. The Trader Joe's broccoli florette bags are better, but this works just as well. The ingredients on the bags say you can either cook them on a stovetop or microwave them. Discovering these microwavable bags of broccoli blew my mind and changed my life. You only have to microwave it for 3 minutes and you get the same texture as steaming it. You don't have to use a cutting board or a knife to cut out your broccoli. It's basically instant fresh broccoli. I usually add a little bit of soy sauce into the bag and shake it up before I pop it into the microwave, and then I have my veggies. Oh. Okay, back to the overexposed footage of tofu. After you've patiently waited for your tofu to tan, use your spatula to flip over each tofu cube so that the other sides can get tanned too. Then fry for another 3 minutes or until golden brown. Then I drizzle around 2 tablespoons of soy sauce over my tofu and stir around. I also add a heaping tablespoon of chili. I'm using Trader Joe's Italian Mamba hot pepper sauce and also some garlic powder. This hot pepper sauce is super good and instantly elevates your food to a whole new flavor level. I highly recommend. I finished an entire jar in less than a month. I stir fry everything for another 2 to 3 minutes until everything is coated and it's ready to serve. I put everything on a plate along with freshly steamed broccoli, and that is our fresh fried tofu. Golden brown on the outside, soft on the inside, super flavorful from the caramelized soy sauce and spicy chili. Tofu is also super healthy for you. It's great. I'm a huge fan. Now on to probably my favorite dish, stir-fried green beans and pork. This is a very simplified version of a Sichuan recipe, but still tastes super good. For this ultra simple recipe, we'll need 1 pound of ground pork, 12 ounces of green beans, 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, and 1 or 2 teaspoons or tablespoons of chili sauce, depending on how good you are at spicy food. First, we'll heat up the pan on high heat with 1 tablespoon of oil. Optionally, add garlic, but I'm too lazy to peel and cut it, so I skip this step. Then add your pork and cook it, breaking it up with your spatula as you go. Then I drizzle around 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. I cover the pork with a lid to circulate the heat until it was no longer pink and raw. Then I stop touching it, leaving it on high heat to caramelize and turn golden brown. If there's a lot of grease in your pan, drain it into something you can throw away, since draining the oil into your sink might clog it. Meanwhile, I prepare the green beans. Since I got the magical Trader Joe's green beans that can be microwaved, I just pop them in the microwave for 3 minutes. If you don't have these microwavable Trader Joe's green beans, don't worry, you can just directly put the green beans on top of the pork and cover your pan with a lid and let it steam for 3 to 5 minutes. Then add your chili peppers and stir fry everything until everything is nicely charred and coated. Alright, as hopefully mentioned in the voiceover, this is not just for one person. This is at least, I feel like this is 4 servings, but I'm sharing with my boyfriend, but it still averages out to be super cheap. If you like eating carbs, you could just eat this with a bowl of rice, which I think would be great. Then it'll last for even more meals. I just love protein and vegetables, so this is perfect for me. I really like the crispy bits of the pork. Tastes so good. It's so flavorful. It's also really hard, in my opinion, to burn pork, just because it's such a moist meat. Oh my god, I used the word. Super easy to make. Literally just need 1 pot. Don't need to cut anything. And it tastes so good. And it's healthy. That's it for this video. I hope you guys got some inspo or enjoyed watching food be made. These are just some super duper simple recipes that I make, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below. It really helps out a lot. And that's it for this video. Bye!